Hi, welcome to Ruth's Music and the Spoken Word. Thank you for all of your emails and comments. It's wonderful to hear from you. I am grateful for the specific stories, especially of the way that certain songs or messages have touched you. So I really appreciate that. And if you do have things you want me to sing or talk about, feel free to put them in the comments. If you're just like, this is what I want you to sing so I can sing along with it, put it in the comments. So tonight I actually have two topics that I want to talk about, totally disconnected. So topic number one, extemporaneous. Is this part of your normal vocabulary? Because it's part of the vocabulary of my family. I'm going to tell you a little bit of why. Once upon a time, many years ago, my mother homeschooled me and my brother and sister, that are my bookends. And at great sacrifice, I will always be grateful to her for that. A lot of really fun and wonderful things happened while we were homeschooled. It was great times, great years for about 3 years. So every morning when we were homeschooled, we had a little morning touch base. We read scriptures and prayed and said the Pledge of Allegiance and sang a song or two and got our assignments for the day and then dispersed. But on Fridays, we had a full assembly. So we had the same things, but extra. We had speeches and extra songs. We had competitions. I remember doing the multiplication table competition with Roland with our flashcards and the states and their capitals and just all sorts of things. So it was a long and it was kind of a program thing on Friday morning. And one of the things that we would do was extemporaneous speaking. So we would be given a topic. They were on pieces of paper, but I don't remember if Mother wrote them or if we made our topics or whatever, but we had the topics and you were given a topic and you had a couple of seconds to get ready and then you were supposed to speak for a minute or however long it was about that topic. So I am sure that we talked about pigs a few times. And we talked about, I remember wood being a topic once and all sorts of other things. I don't remember what they were, but it was a lot of fun. And it was, again, part of our family culture. So a few years ago, this came up in conversation and one of my brothers-in-law wanted to try it out. And so we actually, on the basketball court, those of us who were no longer playing basketball, i.e. the not so hardcore people. I was never playing to start with, but everyone else was, but gradually some of them came over and joined me because extemporaneous speaking or basketball. I mean, really, which one would you prefer? So no basketball this spring, so extemporaneous speaking it is. Hopefully you're playing lots in your own families. Anyway, so we did some topics then, and it was really fun to do it again. And we didn't have paper, so we just would pick. I would say, Brent, you're next, and I want you to talk about whatever. We'd give them a topic, and then they would proceed to speak. The two topics I remember from that day, so it must have been Thanksgiving of 2015, because one of the topics was the Republican candidates for presidential nomination before the primaries of the next year. We were way off. And one of the topics was socks, because socks has some pretty awesome connections with our family. Maybe we'll talk about that another day. But anyway, it was fun. So I was thinking about this the other day when I was thinking about things I wanted to talk about. I stay up at night now with topics of things for these videos. Any of you who create, I'm sure, have had a similar experience. And I have like 20 topics and then new things come up too. It's cutting in on my sleep, but that's okay. Totally worth it. So one of the things I was thinking about was extemporaneous speaking, and I thought that would be fun to do that. So here's how this is going to work. For those of you who want to play along, I want you to put a topic in the comments of this video, or I guess you can email me, but when you email me, make sure to put in the subject line topic or extemporaneous or whatever it is that will help me know not to look at it. So then, and I'm not going to look at the comments for this video. So then, until after. So then I'm going to have someone help me, probably other brother-in-law, but someone's going to help me, and they're going to gather the topics. I haven't asked them yet, but I know someone's going to help me. They're going to gather the topics, and then live, when it's time for me to do the video, they're going to text me the topic, and I'm going to start doing my extemporaneous speaking. So that's how it's going to work. So if you want to play along, leave a topic in the subject area. I mean, in the comments. Okay, topic number 2 is fasting. Totally change the subject here. I'm going to try to make this quick because a lot of you are familiar with this, but for those of you who aren't, I want to make sure, I can't tell in the mirror which way it goes. There we go. I want to make sure that we're on the same page. So fasting, most people are familiar with the concept in general. Fasting, you go without food. In the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we fast. We generally fast once a month. Usually it's the first Sunday of the month, though in April and October it's different for reasons we'll get into another time. And when we fast for approximately 24 hours or 2 meals. So I may eat dinner and then I fast for breakfast and lunch and everything in between, no snacking to make up for it, until dinner the next day. Or my personal preference, I have a midday meal, 1 or 2 o'clock, and then I fast until the next midday meal after church. So I usually do it from Saturday to Sunday. Not always. I fasted during the week this month because I was sick when it was Fast Sunday. But anyway, so when we talk about fast, we talk about fasting and prayer. It's not just to go without food. It is to draw closer to God and to importune him for particular blessings. And so I have fasted throughout my life since I was a young child. I am so grateful for the law of the fast. I love it. I love the blessings that have come, direction and hope and peace. And a big purpose of it is to subject our body and our physical wants to our spirit and to make our spirit stronger. And it truly has made me the person that I am. The person that you know is in part a result from fasting. But it also, one of my favorite scriptures about Isaiah, I will put the reference in the link. In the subject, in the stuff below, you can read about it, is in Isaiah. And it talks about breaking the bonds and taking the burdens off of the heavy laden. And I have felt that for myself and for other people. So this coming Sunday is a fast Sunday for our church anyway. And our prophet sent a special message inviting us to fast specifically for all of those who are suffering from COVID in whatever way, and to fast for the doctors and other leaders who are involved with it, and that people will feel peace and feel healing through Jesus Christ, both emotional and mental, as well as greater physical healing. And so I invite you, including you friends who are not members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, if you would like to join us in this fast, to do so. Even if you do a part of it, when I was learning how to fast, I would do just 1 meal, right? So skip breakfast and do half a day to learn how to do that. So even if you just want to do a partial fast, one of the other things, so fasting, prayer, and then when you skip the meals, one of the things that happens is you can donate the money from those meals to be given to other people who need food or shelter or other necessities of life. And so that's another piece that you can do if you're in a financial situation to do so, is to donate something from your fast. You can donate it through our church. I can help you, or your church if you belong to one, or your whatever organization that will be able to reach out and help people. So again, I invite you to fast. If you do and have experiences about it, I would love to hear about it. Call me, email me, put it in the comments. I'll read them after Extemporaneous Day, which I think is going to be on Tuesday. So my song for this evening is a song about fasting, and it is actually a prayer. Again, with fasting we pray, and so I think it's very appropriate. This song is actually a prayer to God, and so as you listen to the words, you can hear that, where it is a song praying to him as we fast. So it starts out pretty low, so here we go. In fasting we approach thee here, sacrifice, may we recall that strength and life each day. Our sacred blessings sent from thee, fill us with gratitude, we pray. And may our fast fill us with care for all thy children now in need. May we from our abundant share thy sheep to bless, thy lambs to feed. This fast, dear Father, sanctify. Our faith and trust in thee increase as we commune and testify. May we be filled with joy and peace. I will be fasting for you, as well as people throughout the world, and I truly do pray that we will be filled with joy and peace. I love you. See you tomorrow.